Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse.
Hello, and welcome to the very first podcast for My Story 3G. My Story 3G is a company that I created based off of the situations and the things that I've gone through in my life. My story. Now, we all have a story, and I've always said to myself that, number one, I don't think I've gone through anything in my life, my story, my issues, whatever you want to call it, trials, tribulations, anything. I don't believe I've gone through anything in my life to just sit on it. I believe that I've gone through things in my life so I could be a testament to how God moved through my life to help me overcome those situations, the things that I've gone through, whether it be bullying, whether it be a loss, whether it be job, finances, anything you can think of that I've gone through, that I believe others have gone through. And I truly believe that we all go through similar situations, but we don't always deal with them the same way. And by the same way, I mean handle them in a way that will help change our lives for the better and not for the worse, or leave us in a depression state, leave us in a worse state that, you could even begin to imagine. So I just believe that this platform that I created, My Story, allows me and others, because I have developed a platform where I have other team members share their story and what they've gone through to help someone else overcome their situation. I just think it's very important that we as individuals don't sit on the things that we've gone through, because we've gone through them. We've been able to overcome them, but someone else may not know God the way that we know God and the way that God moves through us to help us overcome the situations that we're dealing with. So My Story is a platform to where you share your story, I share my story, in hopes that it will impact someone else to make a change, or to just wait on God to change their situation. But number one, first and foremost, to know God. There's so many people out there that don't know the way God can move in your life when you're dealing with a situation. He is the reason why a lot of things in our lives work. And sometimes we want to maybe blame him for things that are not going right, or things that we feel like should go a certain way and they didn't. A loss of a loved one, I can attest to that. I lost my niece, and that really, really hurt me. That put me in a very, very sad state, as you can imagine. But it's an understanding that we have to have with a loss of a loved one. We have to take a step back and think about things and really go to God for strength and comfort. Not go to him for hate and why this and why that, because if you try to understand why God's doing some things, you'll go crazy. There is no understanding. Try to understand how God moves. He just moves. We can't understand it. We just have to accept it and continue to go to him for strength and for comfort in our time of need. If you think about all the things that he's done in your life that he's blocked you from, it surpasses a lot of things that we currently deal with. So that's what this platform is about. It's about us sharing our stories with each other in hopes to say, you know what? Yeah, I went through this similar situation and this is how I overcame it. A lot of people, they may not know how God moved in your life. They may not know that there's another day ahead. They may give up. They may take their life. We never know. We just never know. But if we can change just one person's story by sharing our story, the way God moved in our lives, the way he helped us to overcome situations in our lives. For me, the way he helped me overcome losing my niece, it's a very impactful thing. Like, we really have to be people on this earth. I mean, it's just so much hatred out there. We have to stop being selfish. We have to start being giving. We have to start giving and sharing more than being selfish. So many people out there are robbing and stealing like never before because they're selfish. So many people are just taking people's lives because they don't care about their own. Selfish. We have to take a step back and think about the gratitude that we should be living, that we should be walking in, instead of being selfish, instead of trying to hold things to ourselves and keep things to ourselves. No, we need to share. We need to share. We need to get the message out on how God can move in your life. Right now, in your life, if you don't have things, these people who are robbing people and stealing from people, they don't have. In my opinion, that's why they're stealing from people, because they want what they have. But that is not the answer, because that is going to lead to, number one, a cop killing them. Number two, destruction in their lives, because they're impacting, someone else's life. They're, lost, but it doesn't have to be that way. If you don't have right now, go to God. Ask him for what you need, because he may not give it to you. And it's so true. He may not give you things that you want when you want them, but I guarantee if you just sat down in a quiet room to yourself and thought about everything that you've gone to him for, you probably didn't get it right then and there when you're like, I want it right now, like a microwave, turn it on, boom, it's done. No. But when you were at your last moment, boom, something changed. So that's the things that we need to be sharing. That's the things that we need to be going to other people, telling people about. Those moments when you felt like, you know what, I am at my last end. I am at the last rope, however you want to phrase it. You feel like that is it. No one else can do anything to help you. And who shows up and shows out? God, every single time. So I just implore you to just take a moment to just think about your story. Think about something that that you've gone through that you wouldn't be. I'm a private person. It's not that I want to share all of the things that I've gone through in my life. No, I don't. Some things are just, if you tell someone something, you may think that they're going to see you a different way, that they're going to treat you differently. So I can respect that. But I know for a fact that you have something in your life that you've gone through, that that you feel like you want to share it and help someone else out. There is something, at least out of so many things, I'm sure, that God has done for you. There's one story in your life that you want to share, and it's going to help somebody else. Without a doubt that you were at your last end, your last rope, and boom, God showed up and showed out in your favor. So think about that moment, and please share that. Share that in the comments below. Share that with me, so that I can help share that with others. And also, if you're actually interested in being a TTM, a testimonial team member for My Story 3G, my company, let me know what your story is and what you want to share and help someone else out. Now, the thing with Zoom is we're able to share our stories throughout the world, all over the country and other countries. So if it's something that you feel like you want to get out and you want to share and help someone else out, number one, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because that's amazing. Not everybody wants to do that. And I think that's amazing thing to want to do, to share. I have some testimonial team members already on my staff, and I think they're awesome. I think they're great. I think they're amazing people that want to share their stories, because a lot of things are very personal to them. And not a lot of people would want to share that, but they know that God helped them. They know that when you testify of God's not goodness, of his greatness, that he will show up in your life and do amazing things. I'm not saying that he won't show up if you don't share, but I'm just saying that when you testify to God's glory and the things that he's done in your life, it's a powerful thing. Let me just tell you, because right now I'm feeling something right now and moving in my spirit, just because I'm so excited about this platform and finally getting it up off the ground. So if you are interested, like I said, reach out to me. You can be a testimonial team member, or if you just want to share your story, I'd love to hear it. Others would love to hear it. Everyone should love to hear about God's greatness. Have an amazing night, and I will be posting a podcast every single testimonial Tuesday. Every single testimonial Tuesday is when I will release a new podcast and want to connect with you guys and hear what you guys have to say. So have an amazing night. Have an amazing day ahead. So have a blessed one, okay? Thank you.